No way I would want to do that.
Jake Paul has finally revealed why he backed out of the highly anticipated Mike Tyson fight, and it's not what everyone expected. Rumors swirled about a mysterious accident leaving Paul too bruised to fight, but recent reports are telling a different story. Mike Tyson, for one, isn't buying Paul's injury excuse. Tyson is ready to call out whether Jake's really hurt or just pulling the injury card to avoid the fight he relentlessly pursued. Jake recently shared the heartbreaking news that he's out of the fight due to a freak rib injury. According to Paul, an accident left his ribs shattered, forcing him to bow out of the match. Naturally, he claims to be devastated, practically putting on a theatrical display of sorrow, using the word devastated like he's auditioning for a soap opera. But the real question is, does anyone truly believe him? Tyson's not convinced, and neither are many who've grown weary of Paul's antics. Is this just another stunt, or is Jake genuinely hurt? Tyson's not holding back and is ready to expose the truth. If you've been following Jake Paul for any length of
Jake, you good?
Nurse!
Jake,
Nurse, more morphine!
Oh my God.
I broke my...
time, this "I'm injured, I can't fight" routine feels all too convenient. Sure, broken ribs are serious, but Jake didn't just stop there. No, he took it up a notch, drawing comparisons to Mike Tyson's health struggles, specifically Tyson's ulcer issues. Jake basically implied, hey, Mike's had health problems too, so maybe cut me some slack. It's almost like he's fishing for sympathy, hoping fans will rally behind him.
On your little menopause break and postpone the fight, so yeah. What about that, dog? I was ready before, you needed a little break. Your tummy hurt?
But here's where things get awkward. Mike Tyson's health problems never kept him from being an absolute force in the ring. So Jake, do you really think your situation is the same? Yeah, not quite. Of course, Jake doesn't stop there. He goes even further by suggesting that maybe the fight should just be postponed, giving his delicate ribs time to heal. In classic Jake Paul fashion, he's spinning the narrative to buy more time or avoid criticism, leaving many to wonder if this is just another ploy in his endless string of antics. Tyson, however, seems far from convinced. Jake Paul is acting like his injury is just as serious as Mike Tyson's past health issues, basically saying, if Mike got time off for his problems, why shouldn't I? The audacity, right? But let's be real, something about this whole rib injury saga feels off. It's a little too staged, and the timing is weird. The way he's selling it. Even weirder, and honestly, a lot of people aren't buying it. Come on.
So guys, I'm in the hospital. I had an accident.
Jake's always been the guy hyping himself up as the underdog, the one nobody believes in, only to pull off a surprise win. But this doesn't feel like that same game. It feels more like, how can I get out of this fight without looking scared of getting my head knocked off by Mike Tyson? And let's not forget, this isn't some friendly YouTuber boxing match. This is Mike freaking Tyson we're talking about, a man whose idea of a bad day is knocking someone out cold. So is Jake really backing out because of his ribs, or is he finally realizing he's in way over his head? What's even funnier or sadder, depending on how you look at it, is how Jake Paul is trying to align himself with Mike Tyson, as if they're just two fighters facing some health setbacks. Jake's basically saying, hey, Mike had ulcers, I've got broken ribs, so let's call it even. But news flash, Jake Tyson is Tyson. He's fought through more physical and mental pain than you could probably handle in a lifetime. Ulcers didn't stop Mike from being a monster in the ring, so why should your rib injury deserve the same sympathy? The real question is Jake's rib injury even the real reason he's calling it quits? Or is it just a convenient excuse to back out of a fight that's way bigger and way scarier than he's ready for? Lately, Jake's been acting super chill about his training, even borderline cocky during press conferences. Now, out of nowhere, he's sidelined with this mysterious rib injury. Something definitely doesn't add up, and people are starting to wonder if Jake's just looking for a way out. Maybe the injury is real, or maybe Jake Paul just realized that stepping into the ring with Mike Tyson isn't the best way to keep all his teeth intact. And let's not forget the cherry on top, Jake isn't giving a clear answer about when he'll be back. No date, no solid plan, just some vague "I'll be back soon" nonsense. It's all smoke and mirrors with him, broken ribs, cancelled fights, and hoping that everyone will forget in a few months. But you know who won't forget? Mike Tyson. Tyson's not the type to let things slide, and when Jake eventually does step back into the ring, those ribs better be ready. On Logan Paul's podcast, Tyson gave the world something unexpected, and no, it wasn't a fluffy motivational speech about never giving up or how to succeed in life. Mike went straight into the deep end, opening up about something no one saw coming, shifting the entire conversation to a whole new level. Darker still, Mike Tyson admitted something shocking. He's afraid of his own violent nature. Yes,
unfortunately, I have to fight and be that guy. I wish I could stop that guy. That guy haunts me. That's. I wish I could stop that guy. I wish I could stop that guy. I wish that guy died, but he's here to stay.
Yes, you read that right. Mike Tyson, the man known as the most terrifying fighter in the world, confessed that he's scared of himself. Tyson spoke about battling his own demons, the ones that resurface every time he steps into the ring. Just when you thought Tyson couldn't get more intimidating, he drops this revelation. He painted a picture of a side of himself so dangerous, so uncontrollable, that even he's unsure what will happen when the bell rings. This wasn't your typical tap into the zone talk. This was a man who's seen his own primal rage and knows exactly what it's capable of. That's terrifying, because when Tyson says he's scared of what he might do, you know it's serious. This is a man who's built a career knocking people out cold, and now he's revealing the dark side behind that power. Mike Tyson casually admitted he might lose control in the ring, and Jake Paul was sitting right there when it happened. Imagine being across from Tyson as he confesses he doesn't even know what he's capable of doing. Jake was hyping up.
Tough guy Mike Tyson comes out when it's not necessary to come out. I'm always in handcuffs, so I'm very careful when that guy comes out.
You break out in handcuffs.
Yeah.
The fight, probably thinking it's all fun and games, and then Tyson drops this bombshell. You've got to wonder what was going through Jake's head at that moment. It's one thing to face a tough opponent, but it's entirely different when that opponent admits they're scared of what they might do to you. That's not something you fix with a few extra laps on the treadmill. How do you even prepare for that? Jake spent months building himself up, posting on Instagram, acting like he's untouchable. But now he's up against someone who's not just strong, he's dangerous in ways Jake may not be ready for. But no amount of bravado can prepare you for the moment when Mike Tyson of all people says he doesn't know if he can control himself. That kind of mind game isn't your typical trash talk. Tyson doesn't need to rattle off insults, he just calmly talks about his inner demons, and suddenly Jake Paul's entire game plan starts to look like a joke. But wait, it gets better. Tyson wasn't just on the podcast to mess with Jake's head, he came with a plot twist too. No more TKO win. For months, Jake's been running his mouth, acting like he's got this fight in the bag, trash-talking Mike Tyson like it's just another Tuesday. But what if, stay with me here, reality finally smacked him in the face? What if Jake is starting to realize he's not actually ready to square off against the human wrecking ball that is Mike Tyson? It's easy to talk big when your career is built on hype and social media stunts, but facing Tyson is an entirely different beast. There comes a point when all that bravado fades, and you're left with nothing but cold, hard facts. Jake Paul's recent announcement about his rib injury feels like more than just bad luck. It's starting to look like the perfect escape plan from a fight he's realized he can't win. Let's take a look at so-called training camps and clubs in the lead up to this fight. And let's not forget, Tyson's reputation is on the line.
Are you in our setback room good?
Jake, autograph it.
Yo, Jake, are you in our setback room good? Jake.
Line 2. He's not just in this for a paycheck, he's in this to prove that Jake Paul was never ready to share the same ring with him. If Jake bails, it'll be a massive stain on his career that no amount of YouTube views or influencer drama can wash away. But if Jake fights, oh boy, he's stepping into the ring with a man who's been training like his life depends on it. Tyson's not just looking to win, he's looking to obliterate, out to prove that Jake has been all talk and no bite.